Hello everyone, this is Truth Be Told Tarot. Welcome or welcome back to my channel and welcome to another timeless speaker card reading. So today's speaker card is going to be a very special one because this is my first collaboration speaker card after quite some time, and today I am collabing with the wonderful Elina from Back to the Tarot. So you guys will be able to check her part of the video and her channel down below in the description box. And today we are going to do the topic of feeling out of place in this life, and where do you actually belong, and how you can find a place that feels like home to you, that fulfills you. So I am going to do the question of why you never felt like you belong anywhere. So for those of you who feel lost, who always feel like you are out of place wherever you are, we are going to explore the question why your soul never feels satisfied or fulfilled in a place, why you never feel like home, maybe in your job, your environment. No matter what you do or no matter where you are, you always feel out of place. So if you relate to this feeling, then we are going to explore why you feel always out of place. And Elina is going to tackle the question of how you can find the community or the place where you feel most at home with, based on your soul's blueprint. So I'm going to do what is it in your soul that craves a certain place, and Elina is going to do where that place might be, how to find it, or how to feel at home on this earth. So I believe that this topic is something that a lot of starseed, light workers, mystic, and people who are spiritual empaths can relate to. So yeah, I got this idea from BTS RM, or Namjoon's recent solo release, Right Place, Wrong Person. I watched his music video for the title track of the album, and I relate so much with the feeling of the MV, because it describes like how a person is supposed to have their place in the community one way or another, but what if you never feel like you belong anywhere? What would you do? So I think that music video is very relatable, and so I got inspired to do this reading, this topic, and yeah, so I collab with Elina on this. So I hope you guys enjoy it. So we have three options here. So for option one, we have this sticker. So these are all freebies I got from purchasing BTS merch. So I think this first sticker is Taehyung or BTSV. I'm not sure, but I think it's him, and there is a Korean words there. I translated with Papago app last night, and I think it said something like, I hope the little things that we do make you smile. I think that's the rough translation, but maybe I need to check it again later. The second option is this photo. This is also BTSV. And the third option is this photo. I think this is BTS Jin. So choose the sticker, the photo that vibes with you the most, that you feel called to, and the timestamp as usual will be down below in the description box and in the comment section, so you can jump right ahead to your reading. And yeah, again, don't forget to check Elina's part of this collab. So yeah, I'll see you on your pile. Hello pile number one. So if you feel drawn to this sticker over here, this is going to be your reading on why you always feel different from other people, why you never feel at home, or why you always feel out of place. No matter how many times you change job or location, you never feel quite at home and never feel like you are in this safe place where you can totally be yourself or feeling comfortable in your skin. So this is a collaborative pick a card between me and the wonderful Elina from Back to the Tarot, and it is actually inspired by BTS Namjoon's latest album release titled Right Place, wrong person. So yeah, I have watched a couple of music videos from the album, and I feel like this topic, this theme is very relatable to maybe a lot of us who are maybe mostly starseeds, empaths, spirituals, and mystic, because we are all in tarot reading, right? So I am going to tackle the question of what makes you different, and what is it about your soul that feel like you cannot click with most people you meet, and what your soul requires, what kind of place or what kind of community your soul requires to feel truly at home. And Elina from Back to the Tarot is going to tackle the question of how you can find a place where you feel at home, or maybe how can you create a place that feel like home for yourself on this earth or in this life. So creating your own safe space for your soul to feel fulfilled and happy. So yeah, that's what we are going to do today. So make sure that you also check Elina's reading. I'm going to link her video down below in the description box. So if you come from here, don't forget to check her video, and if you come from her video, welcome. So I hope that our reading will give you some answer as to where do you actually belong. Okay, so let's get started. So actually you are the pile that I read last, so I started with pile number 3 yesterday, and then pile number 2, and then I took a rest, and today I am doing your pile. So you are the last pile, but certainly not least. Okay, so I think I will start with an oracle card, just like with the other 2 piles, but I feel like I want to change the deck. So for pile number 2 and 3, I use the spellcasting oracle. So but for your pile, I feel pulled to use Rebecca Campbell's deck. So this is the Starseed oracle, and also Work Your Light oracle. So we are going to ask the question of what is it about you that makes you feel like that makes you feel different. Okay, I mean, I know that we are all different, but some people are just don't vibe with the majority of people. So this is what this pick a card reading is for. So I'm going to ask God, universe, source, and the spirit guides of pile number 1 to ask why pile number 1 who choose this sticker feels different from most people. Why they feel different, why they feel like they never feel at home everywhere. Okay, I think I'm going to see this card first. We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. Interesting. And we have perspective, none of this matters, zoom out, common ground. And for the bottom of the deck card, we have whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So I think pile number 1, you feel different because you have certain wounds in your past that very few people, or only few people, have experienced, and that shape your personality, that shape the way you see the world. So this is why we have the perspective card, none of this matters, and this is kind of calling you to zoom out and learn to see yourself and your journey, your life, from a third-party perspective. So maybe you always feel out of place because of the trauma you have in the past, which probably are I think this trauma is etched deeply in your soul, that it becomes part of your personality and the way you interact with people. So maybe I don't know if you have had clashes with people many times, and you often burn bridges with people, or people ever call you strange or a freak, and that is not because you are a freak, but maybe because of this emotional wound from your childhood or from your formative years that makes you respond to your environment in a certain way that other people considered, weird. And maybe you've because of what these people say, you come to believe that you are really a freak, which in turn reinforce the trauma that makes you act like so-called freak. So it's like a vicious cycle. And so this is also an additional message from your spirit guides to zoom out, to see your whole life like a big jigsaw puzzle, and like seeing it objectively without any emotional attachment, so that you can understand from a neutral perspective why you have always acted a certain way and why people seem to never fight with you. So maybe all this time you thought that you are a freak, that you are indeed strange, and that you just don't belong in this world. But maybe that's just because of the way you were raised, and you can only realize this if you look at your life objectively, without judgment from yourself, without emotional attachment, without bitterness. So maybe you need to work with a therapist to resolve this issue. So yeah, that's why I feel like for part number 1 you are a little bit different. And we have whale and orca elders share your song frequency of sound, and we know that whales have certain frequency and they call to their soulmates. And actually the group that whose leader inspired this pick card reading, BTS, they have a song called Whale Walian. I don't know how to spell it. Walian 52. It talks about a whale, the loneliest whale on earth, because this whale keeps calling their soulmate in a certain frequency that only that soulmate could hear, but he never got any response. But I heard lately that there has been a response to these lonely whales calling. So I think this is saying that there are people out there who share just the same experience as you, and maybe you are destined to meet these people so that you can heal, so that you will understand that, oh, it's actually not my fault. I am not strange. I'm not weird. And there are people who are just like me. So I think you will feel at home when you meet these people. When you meet these people who have gone through the same trauma as you, and who share this similar experience, and who also react to their environment in the same way as you did. So yeah, forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So this talks about really parenting yourself, and about okay, this is a little bit off topic, but I think your spirit guides also want you to know that you went through all this unpleasant experience and trauma, perhaps, so that you can heal people or the next generation who experience the same thing. And that's why you are the leader here. You pave a way. You pave the way for these people to speak up and to not fall victim to this trauma, and to learn to how to cope and how to survive this trauma and be successful in this world. So that is kind of your soul mission. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was big. All right, so let me just ask the Work Your Light Oracle if there is any other message as to why you feel different from the rest. Why you feel different, even though I think that's already the whole answer, but I pull 2 oracle cards for pile number 2 and 3, so I have to pull 2 oracle cards from 2 different decks for you as well. So why pile number 1 always feel different or out of place? Well, that was fast. Okay, yeah, see, the ever unfolding rose, crack open. It's happening for you, not to you. So I'm sorry if this is triggering, but you went through all those bullshit for a reason, and that reason is for you to fulfill your soul's calling, which is to help other people who also experience the same wounds or trauma. And this is not like this card is telling you not to feel bitter about it, not to feel bitter because what the heck, I become a kind of a martyr for other people. No, it's not like that. It's more like I think from these wounds you are formed into something beautiful. And how to explain this? It's like if when you are little you are often misunderstood, or you are kind of sheltered, and you are always dictated to be someone you are not, then when you eventually understand that you can grow into your own person, it's almost like knowing that you are different because of what happened to you in the past. It's like it will free you, because you will understand that your experience, your trauma, your past is not your personality. It's not you. And by like unraveling all these traumas and healing yourself, you will realize who you truly are when all those traumas are healed. You can become. What is your highest potential when you have healed all this trauma? And then you can help other people do the same thing, to become their true authentic self, free from all these traumas. Okay? Yeah. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? So you see this woman stands out from the background. The background is gray. And I think this is like, these 3 people are all you. So before you were like sleeping, maybe a lot of you here, you are being expected, you have always been expected by your parents, by your community to be a certain way. And then you follow it blindly. But then you awaken. You awaken and you feel like, why my world is so gray? And for some of you, this is what makes you feel out of place right now, because you are awakened, because you realize that the way you were raised, the way you were, the way people dictate how your life should be is not for you, and it's not you. And so you have to come home to yourself, like unravel yourself like this blooming rose, to find who are the true authentic you inside, what your soul, your spirit looks like, and become that. Okay. Ooh. So that is some big message. All right, so I don't know if there's anything else I can say, but yeah, we are going to pull some tarot to find out the details. But the bottom of the deck is Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, so you are meant to be like a messenger of sort for people, specifically for people who have similar background as you. So you are meant to be their trailblazer, spokesperson. And again, don't feel like you are being used by the universe to become this spokesperson. It's almost like it's going to benefit you as well, because when you already learn about why you are this way, you can call your soul family, your soul tribe, your soulmates, and not only will you be inspiring them, but you will also feel at home with them. So this is also about finding your home, finding where you belong, which is with other people who go through the same process as you. Okay. Alright, so let's get to your tarot. So why pile number 1 feels different or out of place? What is it about their soul? What is it about their personality? What is it about them that makes them feel different? What is it about them that makes them feel different? No, I'm not going to take that. So, what is it about pile number 1 that makes them different, that sets them apart? What is it about pile number 1 that sets them apart? Okay, we have 6 cards, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Magician. So the things that you went through is to prepare you to become this magician who can manifest anything with ease, because you have it's like there is little that you have seen and heard and tried, because you have to survive the trauma, you have to figure things out on your own. So there is almost nothing that you cannot achieve. Okay, I forgot the order of in which these cards came out, so I guess, is it like this? So the 10 of Pentacles is like a happily ever after for you. So you see here that you have the support of your ancestor, your spirit guides. I think they are with you all this time, and you are never alone. Even though you may feel like you have been alone for a very long time, maybe since you were little. But I think your spirit guides, they always protect you. And even if you have seen or gone through some really bad things, it's like you survive it all, because they always have your back, and you always get up and try again. See, we have 2 of Swords, 5 of Swords, and 5 of Swords is about being hurt by the ignorance of other people or the carelessness of other people. And it's cute that this penguin is like patting the head of this mer child, as if saying it's okay. So I think this is kind of your spirit guides telling you you will be fine, you will turn out just fine. So with the Two of Swords, I wonder if you were born in a family where there is always this aggression, where maybe your parents often fight, maybe your siblings kind of not treating you very well, maybe like you become the punching bag of your siblings, and you wonder why all these things are happening to me, why my parents always fight, why my friends, my sibling always hurt my feelings. And it's kind of you feel like I'm not doing anything wrong here, I come in peace, but why you guys are so, it's like the world is against you, or you feel like the world, the universe is against you. And okay, so I think all these things happen to you so that you will leave the place where you grew up in. So okay, again, please don't take this in bitterness. So all these things happen to you because maybe your soul signed up for this. Maybe when your soul reincarnates, your soul wants to explore a different path or a different ways of life, and you will not have explore or leave your the house that you grew up in. You probably will not leave your birthplace or the place that you call home had this thing not happened. So I think this is funny, it's almost like the universe intentionally made you fed up with all the place that you have been to or the place that you grew up in, so that you will go to the sea, so that you will go to a place where you can explore different possibilities. So you will expand your horizon, so you will travel. And I think maybe when you were born and when you grew up, you are kind of a sensitive soul, and had this not happened to you, maybe you will stay where you are because you cannot leave your family. But because all of these things happened to you, you finally said, that's enough, I'm leaving. And that's because you are supposed to leave. You are being called to the sea. So I don't know if you have read this book by Helen Dunmore called Ingo. It's a tetralogy, and it's about two kids who have mermaid blood, mer blood and human blood. And even though they are humans, they are also part mer, and they cannot deny that part of them. So they have to explore their mer origin as well, their mer origin story. And I think that is your story here. That's why you never feel like you belong to one place, because maybe you belong to two places, or maybe you are supposed to become like a so-called a mer. You should become something else. it's almost like the universe is driving you out of where you thought you should be, and you will create something where you go. You will bring, I think you will bring your experience to the place, to wherever you feel called to go, so that those places will realize, oh, there are places, there are people, there are communities who, you know, who live in this certain way. So you will enlighten other people on what happens in your world, sort of. So this is like, okay, I hope that you will not call me racist or something like that. But this feels like someone who is born in a third world country, and they experience, it's all they know. But then they feel called to work or to relocate to a different country, and not just because their soul is like belongs there, not just because they will feel like they will feel more at home there, but also because they are supposed to share their experience in their country of origin to other people, to open people's eyes that, oh, there are still people in other parts of the world who are not very enlightened, and maybe we can do something about it, things like that. Because you are carrying the passion. Okay, this can also mean that you carry the passion inside you that you have to push down because of this unhealthy, toxic environment, and you take it somewhere else where it can flourish. Okay, but it can also mean that you bring awareness to people from other parts of the world that, well, hey, there are still people who live this way, so we must be educated about this, about other cultures, things like that, so that people can, you know, exchange information, and together we can work together to improve this world into a better place, something like that. That sounds really Miss Universe, but world peace. But yeah, it's like you went through all this because you are meant to be somewhere else and share your life story, share the stories about your people, so that it will bring improvement to the people you leave behind. Oh, that's interesting. So if you like to read, I will to read the Ingo tetralogy by Helen Dunmore. It talks about like your soul having two homes. So the first home is the home where you were born, and the second home is like the home for your soul, the home of your soul. Yeah, things like that. So yeah, I think you will. Yeah, so see, so this happens in the north. See all the ices. So you grew up in a place that is cold, that is based on brutal logic, and where people seem to want to downplay other people, and you have this passion for world peace. you have this passion to bring enlightenment to the people, to the community you were born in, and to find your true self, find your passion. So your soul is like more advanced than the people you grew up with, and you need a place where you can safely be creative and share your voice through an outlet. So that's why you are you always feel this calling maybe to a certain country or to a certain place, because not only will you enlighten people or become an inspiration for people there, and also educate the people in your new place about your experience so that you can exchange knowledge, but also you will make money or you will get rich from developing your creative genius in your new place. That's very interesting. So yeah, I guess that is like trust the niggle and trust that what seems to be a messy life for you actually has a pattern. Zoom out, see the pattern, and see how it forms a blooming rose. And you are that blooming rose, and when you feel called to a certain, or feel driven rather, to a certain place, know that that is the place where you will flourish, where you will reach your highest potential. So the reason why you are always out of place is because you never belonged there in the first place, but you had to be born there so that you can get this big picture of what people's life supposed to be for them to be healthy and fulfilled, and what is not supposed to be, or what way of living is outdated, if you get what I mean. Yeah, so it's necessary for you to have this unpleasant childhood experience and this calling to a different place, so that you will realize, your soul will realize what is the lesson. It's like almost like your soul sign up for a lesson, to see that on this earth you don't have to follow what has always been done. You can carve your own way, and that is what your soul came here to learn. And that's why you feel different and out of place, so that your soul will find the way to where it's supposed to be. So yeah, this is a little confusing and a little bit messy, but I hope you get I hope you can get the connecting thread of this whole reading, okay? Yeah, so let's get you a closing message. So for pile number 1, spirit guides. Oh, by the way, the sticker you chose, there are some Korean words there, and when I translated it with Papago app, it says, hope the little things that we do make you smile. So your job, not your job, but why you are feeling out of place is because you are meant to go through all this feeling of you are being an alien on this earth, so that you can find other aliens on this earth and you can make them smile with your experience, because then they will not feel alone. So you are meant to inspire and comfort people who have gone through the same experience as you, okay? Okay, for pile number 1, spirit guides, any advice on what they should do about their uniqueness, what they should do about their uniqueness, or what is the advice for them right now? What is the advice for them right now? What they should do right now at this very moment? Thank you. Breakthrough to new dimension. See, going to the new dimension. A new endeavor is on the horizon. I think this is the Ace of Wands. This can be an opportunity to move to another country that is in alignment with what your soul always want to do. Okay, it has something to do with your creativity. So breakthrough to new dimension. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. So you are meant to alert people of your experience, maybe through arts or maybe through stories, whatever creative thing that you do, so that people will wake up to the fact that there are still problems in humanity that we need to resolve. Okay, things like, you know, like arranged marriage or something like that. Okay, so you are meant to enlighten the world of these experiences so that we together as a global community can turn this world into a better place. Okay. Bottom of the deck is diving to new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what is really going on. Again, that perspective thing, zooming out and seeing the beautiful pattern that is formed from the seemingly messy threads of your life. Okay. You might be looking at this from the surface, missing what is really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what it is you are feeling about your current situation. Again, trust the needle. Okay, so let's see what the Divine Doors Oracle has to say. So words of encouragement or comfort, spirit guides, for pile number 1. Words of encouragement. Words of encouragement or comfort for pile number 1. Words of assurance for pile number 1. Anything else? Anything else? No, I think that's the one. The Art of Life. Yeah. Like maybe you think your life is messy, but from those mess, actually the mess form a pattern, and you can only see it if you zoom out and see how your life turned out so far. The Art of Life. There is no secret light in the aura of life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance inside. So yeah, you are meant to go somewhere else to share your knowledge, share your life experience with other people who are not aware of all the things that you have gone through, so that you can inspire other people to do better, to be more self-aware. Okay, so you are meant to share something inspiring and educating people with your art. So is there any other messages for pile number 2? Oh, got 2. I'm going to just take this one and this one. A distant kiss in a prayer flag. I wish of all wishes that you were here. Through sunlight and rain, I need you near. So maybe you are feeling called to go to some eastern country, because this looks like Himalaya or Tibet. But yeah, a distant kiss, it falls in line with this whales calling each other soulmate through their unique frequency. So maybe you will meet your soulmate wherever you feel called to travel to or to relocate to. Walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. In indigenous lesson, you find the will to survive. So yeah, your experience taught you about what is right and what is wrong. Of course, right and wrong are relative, but what is the proper way to do things, or to be, and what is the unhealthy ways of being or doing things. So your life has taught you that, and it's time for you to share with other people through your art. So yeah, that's your reading, pile number 1. I hope you get the message. I hope this will enlighten you as to why you feel like your life is a mess and you never feel quite belong to anywhere. But actually there is a place where you can share what you have gone through and actually build a career out of it. So yeah, that's your story. That's your reading, pile number 1. I hope it resonates. If it does, click like, subscribe, and check out the description box below if you want to contact me for personal reading or whatever. And also don't forget to check out Elina's spot, also link down below in the description box, about how you can make yourself feel at home in this life. Okay, so thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hey, pile number 2, for those of you who feel drawn to this sticker of BTS or Kim Taehyung, this is going to be your reading on why you are feeling out of place or have always felt out of place, why you never feel like you belong to a particular job or environment or community that makes you feel at home and comfortable with yourself. What is it in your soul or in your nature that makes you feel like you don't belong anywhere, or that you are in the wrong place, and what you can do about it. So this is a collab pick a card reading with the lovely Elina from Back to the Tarot. So I am going to do the portion of what makes you feel like you are out of place, where your so-called place could be, and Elina is going to do how you can find a place or environment that makes you feel like home, or how you can create or make your own home on earth. Okay, so let's get into it. So by the way, this reading is inspired by BTS RM's latest solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person. So if you haven't checked out by the way, this is not sponsored, but this is kind of related to this reading. So if you have time, check out his MV, Come Back to Me, which is the title track of this album, and it kind of describes what this reading is all about. So yeah, check it out. Anyway, let's start with where's my oracle deck? So let's start with an oracle on why you feel out of place. What is it about you that makes you feel out of place, that makes you feel like you are sticking out like a sore thumb? So yeah, what makes you feel like you are always the odd one out? Okay, so God, universe, divine source of love and light, and especially the higher self and the spirit guides of my pile number 2 who choose this BTS sticker. What is it about them? What is so unique about them that they feel like they are the odd one out, that make them feel like they never belong anywhere? What is it about them? What is so special or unique about them that that was fast. Let me get one more. Is there any other? Okay. Animals. Okay, so maybe you feel you are the kind of people who connect more with animals than with people. I know that BTS has a dog, and my God, he treats his dog like a royalty, but he's an animal lover, and so maybe you connect with animal and children more than adults. Okay, so I forgot which card came up first. Maybe this one. Oops, sorry. New beginnings, home. Oh, interesting. New beginnings and home. I already sense a similarity with pile number 3. Like pile number 3's home is not in a specific place. Their homes are like everywhere. So they cannot just stay in one place and doing one thing. They cannot be put into a box. They have to be everything they can. So, ooh, okay. Home. New beginnings and home. Ah, okay. So this is a search for a new home. So maybe you do have one particular place in which your soul will feel at home, and right now you feel restless, and we have butterflies here, and butterflies are about transformation, and butterflies also migrate. So maybe maybe this is a time for you to embrace the fact that you no longer belong to where you are right now, that you are meant to go somewhere else, somewhere where maybe you can feel more connected with nature, with God, with spirit, especially through animals. Ooh, travel. Pile number 3 also got travel. So yeah, so maybe you may want to check pile number 3, but let's see what differentiate you from pile number 3. Okay, so I'm going to use tarot to clarify what is this new beginnings. Okay, for pile number 2, spirit guides, God, source, universe, and spirit guides of pile number 2. Can you clarify what is this new beginning that makes pile number 2 feel out of place or feel like they don't belong? What this has to do with the new beginning card? What it has to do with the new beginning? Okay, we will take this card first because they felt, oh, pile number 3 also got this. Ace of Wands, Nine of Wands. You are meant to explore something that has been calling your soul for a long time. You are meant to follow an inspiration or an idea. So maybe you have an idea, a passion. Like this is Jafar's from the staff of Jafar from Aladdin, and it's his magic stuff that allows him to do anything he wants. So this inspiration, this passion that you have, you may have been trying to suppress it because it until now it remains an idea, but this idea can actually be your magic stuff. It can actually get you anywhere you want. Wow, I don't know what this is, but yeah, let me know in the comments what it can be. We also have Nine of Wands and Nine of Cups. Ooh, so these two queens are ambitious. They want to be the rulers of their realm. So okay, this is interesting. So you are already in the verge of jumping or taking a leap of faith into doing something, into acting on this inspiration, because we have 9, double 9, and 9 is always like a place where you are almost on the finish line. You are almost complete. You almost complete a cycle. So you already have all this, you already experience a lot of things and you have done a lot of things, and there is this one more thing that you want to do, and you feel compelled to do it, otherwise you won't feel complete. So it's like this, whatever you are doing right now, it's almost over, and you are not required, but it's like you are feeling called to move to the next. And you are almost there. It's like you are one step away from whatever this dream or passion is, but it's like you are holding back. Yeah, you are holding back or waiting for the right time. So this is the one thing that will make you feel alive again. So maybe you have been feeling meh for quite some time, like things that used to interest you no longer interest you. It's like you want to jump to a bigger pond, sort of. Interesting. Please clarify home. Okay, God Source Universe, yes. Please clarify the home card. What does this home mean? And what it has to do with pile number 2, feeling like they are out of place or feeling like they don't belong. Some of you may feel lonely as well. Yeah, this is like a gateway to a different realm or a different physical location where you probably will feel happiest. So you are searching for a particular home. So if pile number 3 is like they are meant to be a nomad, you are searching for one particular place. So please clarify this home card, spirit guides. Thank you for pile number 3. God, Source, Universe, Divine Source of Love and Light. What is this one? Almost jump out, but it didn't. 3 of Pentacles. So maybe you are looking for people who share the same interests. 2 of Swords. Oh, so this is about moving, maybe. You see, this 2 of Swords, it's like they are struggling with one another, and I think your logic, your heart, your passion is calling you to a different place, is calling you to relocate physically for a lot of you maybe, but your logic is stopping you because moving to a different place requires a lot of resources, a lot of energy, a lot of adjustment, and it's like you feel like you cannot do it. That's how our mind often self-sabotage us. Or maybe there is another person, like maybe your spouse or your partner, who probably are not supportive of this decision. Can we get another clarifier for home? So actually this issue can be resolved with just a word or a decision. But the reason why you feel so restless and so unhappy is because you avoid making this decision. So please clarify home for pile number 2, spirit guides. Please clarify home as to with regards to why they don't feel like they belong. So what do we have here? King of Wands. And is this the Magician? Ooh, yeah. You definitely need to check pile number 3, because I think you are meant to do a lot of things, because this Magician can do a lot of things, and you need a space, the right space for you to develop to your full potential. So maybe your environment right now is already, it has become too small for you, like what I said about jumping into a bigger pond so that you can grow and develop your full potential and your full answer to your true calling, sort of. I know that it sounds a little bit abstract, but yeah, so this can have to do with your career, or maybe it's like your self-development, what you want to become. So maybe your current environment only allow you to do one thing out of the many things you want to do, and you are not satisfied with that. You know you can do more in another place. You will have more room to wiggle in another place. Yeah, so that's why you feel restless. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Moon, and yeah, this is like delving into your psyche to to get in touch with that part of you that is saying go here or go there. So when you are feeling like indecisive or foggy because your heart and your mind are like not in alignment, tune in into spirit, into your intuition, so that they can guide you through this process into the new beginning and finally finding your eternal home. The world, yeah, you are meant to travel. This is the second card about traveling. But yeah, you have to make a painful decision, which is why you feel so conflicted about this. But this journey, whether it's a literal traveling or whether it's a journey to become something else, or to relocate somewhere else, it's going to be your wish come true with the Aladdin lamp here. So something got to go, but you are overthinking it. Oh my God. So let loose. I think the spirit wants you to follow your heart. Okay, follow your heart. So what this could be? What this could be? What is this calling that makes pile number 2 feel like they belong somewhere else? What it could be? What is this calling? What is this place that calls to pile number 2 soul and make them feel like they should not should they are supposed to belong somewhere else? What is it? Thank you. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. I think I need to read the guidebook for that. Sacredness of pausing. I think this is saying you will know the answer of what to do if you are not always in your mind, like, should I choose this or this or this or this, like going in a loop 24 hours. Like, just pause and listen to what choice should you make, whether you should choose one path or over another, or whether you can transition smoothly from one path to another. So if you pause, I think you will find the answer that you are looking for. So it doesn't have to be all action. Sometimes we need to kind of meditate and chill and be present, and the answer will come just like that. Jack-o'-lantern, protection. Interesting. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. The Nine of Swords that we saw earlier. I think this is saying you will be protected. And I think this is also saying you still have time. You still have time. The veil, the future. Yeah, you're still feeling foggy about this. It's like the whole picture is not clear to you just yet. I think for now you are being called to just tune into what makes you feel happy with the Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands. What makes you feel happy and fulfilled? Keep doing that and the answer will come to you. But I will read from the guidebook about this. Winter. The sacredness of pausing. Lightly I step, for the earth falls asleep. A lullaby to rest and pause, the soul's secrets to keep. Interesting. The moon card also talks about secret. So pile number 3 has untapped potential. So maybe you are too. Maybe you also do have untapped potential. That is the key to find a place where you truly feel like you can be yourself, where you don't have to hide or deny who you truly are. Death is frightening, even though, or perhaps because it is inescapable. However, as we move into winter, we know it signals a literal and metaphysical death. Okay, so remember what I said about 9 being the number that symbolizes you are almost done with something, and 9 plus 1, ace is 1, becomes 10, and 10 is like completion of a cycle, and it's like it's time for you to move to the next. So maybe this is the death, the pause, the transition that we are talking about. So I think you are meant to feel discomfort and foggy right now. I know that sounds strange, but I think this is like to give you some time to reflect on how you are going to go from here. So the full picture is not yet revealed, and we do have protection and the veil, the future. So I think this is saying that certain puzzle pieces need to fall into place in your life or to pave the way for you to reach home, whatever home means for your soul. So I think you are actually eager to move into the new beginning, but it's not time just yet. It's not time, because you need to transition. It cannot happen in just a blink. You need time to reflect how you are going to navigate this transition. In some parts of the planet, the extreme weather means snow and ice buries all life, and the ground lies fallow and still. In winter, the earth slows down and there is less light and often more wet weather. Many plants die back, many animals are less active, and traditionally it was a leaner, more difficult time for those who work on the land for their living. Oh, so maybe some of you are in the transition in your career where you are done with one career and you want to move to the next, but you don't know yet what is it, because you are capable of so many things, and maybe you have inspiration from different sources, so you don't know yet what to do. But the advice is to wait. You are meant to be out of place right now. You are meant to be in the limbo right now, actually. Winter often brought with it the end of a life cycle, a figurative or literal death. Should the winter card appear to you, it is time to let what no longer serves you die away. So let the process flow naturally. You don't have to speed it up. You don't have to hold it back. Just let it happen naturally in its own time, okay? Where it seems natural and right to let things that have been bothering you for some time die back, take real action to change those things. Oh, okay. That's a call for action. Anything that is superfluous, extra, and burdensome, release it. So maybe this is not like you should do drastic thing right away, moving to a different country or something. It's like taking action, taking inspired action, in that letting what no longer serve you die away and fall back naturally, and let yourself move with the flow. So where the wind takes you, follow it, even if it's just one little step every day. So it doesn't have to be a drastic action, but take action. Take your time, but also don't stand still, something like that. Actually, I just watched a very interesting video called what is it? I think it's by a psychologist, by a therapist called Dr. Scott Ehlers. I follow him on YouTube because he really knows what he is talking about, and he's speaking not just from his background education in psychology, but from his personal experience. So yeah, so I'm going to link his video down below because I think it's related to this topic. Where is it? Yeah, this is the video. When your life feels like it's going nowhere, it's one of the worst things. So I'm going to link this video down below in the description box because I feel like there is a message for you there. Okay, so take one step every day to move you into the direction you are supposed to go, but it's like you don't have to take that big leap of faith, but you also have to keep going to the direction that is calling to you. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit contradictory, but yeah. Whew, okay. But let's see, I want to clarify this winter with the tarot card. Can we get a clarifier for this winter card, Spirit? Can we get a clarifier for this winter card? Why? What does it have to do with pile number 2, not feeling at home? We have Page of Wands, same card, and the World. And these are the 2 cards that I already show you when I pull these 2, I think, or when I pull these cards. These are the 2 bottom of the deck cards. Yeah, so you are meant to complete a cycle, but start small. Page of Wands is like a beginner, and we have a new beginning. So yeah, when you are just starting something, you cannot just take leaps and bounds. You take baby steps, but nevertheless take those steps. Okay. Okay, so now I am going to see. Yeah, we have Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the 3 of Swords again. So yeah, you are meant to answer this call. Whatever this is that makes your soul feel like it's set on fire. In the end, you will have to choose, but you don't have to make a fast and hard decision like right now. But you have to choose. You cannot just stay in the limbo forever. But I think this is also saying that now you are in the right place at the right time to prepare yourself, prepare your heart, prepare your strength for this new journey. Because you need to pause before you start a new cycle, right? So what makes pile number 2 feel out of place, Spirit Guides? Can we get more details on that? Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Coins or 10 of Pentacles. So this is like meant to be thing. There is this meant to be thing that that awaits you, but yeah, it's like you have to take action towards this thing. Let me see. I think this is like it also depends on timing, so you need to be prepared. So I think right now the timing is not yet there for you to take action or to make the fast and hard decision, but it's like the universe is giving you time to reflect on this, not overthinking it, but reflecting on it, like reflecting by meditation, by listening to your heart, by listening to your intuition, to that small voice within you that speaks clearly on what you should do, where you should go to arrive at a place where you are supposed to belong, where you are supposed to be. But it also depends on external circumstances. So while you are waiting for the external circumstances, And the Ten of Coins is also speaking about ending. So you have accomplished or completed a life cycle. Maybe you have built yourself a stable life in one thing, but it's now time to move to a different place, literally or figuratively. And for that, you need to wait for the wheel to turn. But when the moment is right, you have to be ready to leap and take action. So any further advices for pile number 2 about why they feel out of place? Anything that can enlighten them as to why they feel out of place? Yeah, you are overthinking it. This card keeps wanting to come out. What is this thing? Yeah, 8 of Cups. You are done with one thing. This is Captain Hook's hat. So I think, yeah, he is obsessed with defeat. Okay, I just got cut by my camera because there is not enough memory. But yeah, this is Captain Hook's hat. So I think when he finally realized that Neverland is the realm of Peter Pan, he cut his losses and he leaves with the crocodile following him. So yeah, it's like you have to accept the fact that wherever you are right now, it's expiring. It's expiring. You are, it's almost due, overdue even. Page of Cups. Yeah, Page of Cups is like starting over with, like, the Smee is Captain Hook's crew, and Captain Hook's always look down on him, and he always blindly what Captain Hook orders him to do. But actually he is a person who likes happy, sweet, peaceful stuff. So this is like leaving whatever has run out of course behind and starting over somewhere where you can feel happy again, where you can feel alive again. That, yeah. So you still have emotional attachment to the old cycle or wherever you are right now. That's why maybe you feel conflicted. But with that, like, this is not negotiable. So in order for you to reach your fullest potential and to fulfill your soul, you have to move somewhere. And where that place is, that is going to be hopefully answered by Elina in her video. So Elina from Back to the Tarot, my collaborator in this reading. So make sure that you check out the link to her video down below in the description box, because what she said may complement or complete this reading. Oh, the Queen of Hearts, Queen of Cups is Judgment. So, like, yeah, follow your heart. So it's like you have no choice in this. The Devil. Off with her head. So yeah, there is a status quo, like maybe your family, maybe your old outdated beliefs or values passed down from generation to generation that you have outgrown, and it's time for you to cut off their head. It's time for you to say enough is enough, I'm leaving. Yeah, true love. Maybe you will meet your true love in whatever this place is. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I don't know why I feel pulled to pull BTS photo card for you. So these are these are they are not original photo cards. They are like fan made, self-printed photo cards. But I try to turn them into some sort of oracle cards, but only some of them have. I have only written quotes in some of them. In other places, in other cards, I haven't written anything there. So let's see what this has to say. Is there a message for you in this so-called self-made oracle deck? So any message for pile number 2? Ooh. See, listen, be present. Wow, okay. Listen, be present, so follow the wind. I did tell you, this is the time for you to pause and listen before you take action. It doesn't mean that you have to be wishy-washy, that you have to be like in 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But you have to listen to the inner compass within you to take the right action towards the place where you belong. Okay, so you may meet someone who will inspire you if you start taking action towards this new beginning or this new path, or maybe even a soulmate, whether platonic or romantic. Okay, as much as my heart flutters, I'm worried. So for some of you, this may also be about love. So maybe you already have someone, but they are in a different country, and maybe they want you to move there, and you also feel pulled to that country. You feel like that's where I belong, but you are afraid of leaving your family behind with the 10 of coins, leaving your job, leaving your stable job. So yeah, this is the time for you. For right now, you are meant to wait, but when the opportunity presents itself, you have to jump and take it. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's so these are the other cards that flip, but they I haven't written anything on them. So I think, yeah, you are meant to meet your soul family there. But I think this can also mean that you feel like you don't want to say goodbye to your family and friends. You are not ready yet to say goodbye. So yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm not going to place this here, but I think this is the message. You feel guilty to the people you leave behind, but yeah, you are meant to go to whatever this place is. All right, so let's get some closing messages. So first, I'm going to pull a card from the Whisper of the Ocean oracle. Ooh, that was a bad shuffle. So, Universe, God, Source, Spirit Guides of number 2, what they need to do right now. What is your advice for them to do right now? How they should act on this conflicted feeling. What is an action that they can take right now? That was quick. Thank you. Back on task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine-tuning. So maybe if this is a decision that you need to make, maybe you have been stalling on it. And like I said, the winter means you are allowed to reflect on it, but I think you have to at least make a decision, at least already made the decision in your mind. Maybe the action itself will take some time, but at least you have decided in your mind, okay? And you have to make necessary adjustments so that it will not, the move, the relocation will not feel so daunting to you. Like I said, baby steps. Is there any other messages for pile number 2? Replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start a new beginning. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. So this can also be a start of a new career or a second chance on something. But I think this also can also mean that you are probably afraid of losing everything if you take this leap of faith and make a decision to move somewhere else where you feel called to. But this is an assurance that the universe will replace what you lost, what you leave behind. Okay, so if you leave behind your family, your home, you will get home, job, new family in a new place. Okay. And yeah, bottom of the deck is where you need to be. So you need to listen now, and then make the decision, and then make the baby steps to go where you need to be. Acknowledge how you are feeling. So sit with the discomfort. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern. Wheel of Fortune waiting for the wheels to turn by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. I think you need to screenshot this, because I think this will assure, this will calm your worries. Okay, so yeah, feel free to take a screenshot. And lastly, I just want to know, what is this place? Where you are going, where you are feeling called to. Where pile number 2 is feeling called to, please, guys. Thank you. Oh, that was quick. Silent skill and patience. Silent skill, I challenge you to unpack your mind in meditation's grace. Yeah, meditation. Listen, be present. The soul can unwind. So let the answer come to you as to what decision you should take. Breathe in, breathe out, let go of doubt. So I think what the spirit wants you to do right now is listen, be present, and then acknowledge the answer, the truth, and take action accordingly. Okay, don't avoid it. Don't avoid the truth. Patient, everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be all right. So things will be fine. Things will be fine. You may think that it's a daunting journey to a new place, but look what is waiting for you on the other side. So it's not going to happen overnight. It will take a lot of resources. It will take a lot of, yeah, see the similarities. It will take a lot of effort, planning, but in the end, it's where you are supposed to go. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 2. And at the bottom of the deck we have this. I think this is how you will feel when you eventually get there. Yes, kiss the ground and touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. So that's for you, pile number 2. I hope this reading resonates and answer your questions. So don't forget to check out Elina's part of this reading down below in the description box to complete the message for you on this matter. And yeah, if you like my reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my links down below to book a reading, my other channel, and yeah, my Instagram link is also down there. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey pile number 3, so if you feel drawn to this sticker of BTS Jin, this is going to be your reading on why you always feel like you are out of place, why you feel like you never belong anywhere, whether it's in your job or your community or the place where you live, and you wonder what is wrong with me, why I always feel like the odd one out everywhere, and what is it in my soul that makes me feel this way. So this is a collab reading with the wonderful Elina from Back to the Tarot. So I am going to read on what is it in your soul that makes you feel like you don't belong, and what your soul requires to make you feel at home on this earth or in this lifetime. And Elina is going to read on where you can feel at home on earth, where you can find your home on earth, or how to create or make your own home on earth, a place where you feel safe and comfortable to be yourself. Okay, so let's get started. Usually I start with pile number 1 because whenever I watch pick a card reading, I always pick pile number 1. So pile number 1 is usually kind of, you know, my pile, and I always start with pile number 1 to loosen up. But today I kind of want to challenge myself and start with pile number 3. So yeah, let's see how it goes. So I don't have a definitive order on how this reading is going to go. So I don't have question 1, question 2, and 3. We are just going to follow the vibes, okay? So first I am going to straight up ask, what is it about you that makes you feel like you are always out of place everywhere you go? So I feel like for those of you who watch this video, maybe most of you are starseeds, you are mystic, you are tarot readers, you are spiritual, you are empaths, and usually these people have a hard time to adjust to their environment. So we will see what you are made of, and that makes you feel this way. So this is going to be a starting point to see what can you do, or what kind of environment or place that will make you feel at home in this life or on this earth. Okay, so I'm asking the spirit guides of pile number 3, those who choose this sticker, everyone who choose pile number 3. So for everyone who choose pile number 3, I'm asking God, I'm asking the divine, I'm asking the universe and the spirit guides of pile number 3. What is it about pile number 3 that makes them always feel out of place everywhere they go? What makes them feel like they are kind of lost on this earth? What is it about them that makes them unique? What is it about them that makes them unique or feeling like they are out of place in this world? For pile number 3, spirit. So that one flew out, and I got another flipper here. So I'm going to use both inspiration and talent. Wow. Okay. So I think what makes you feel out of place is that you have so many interests, you have so many talent, and you have kind of a very unique soul calling, so that you cannot be boxed, especially in your career or what you do every day. You cannot be boxed into, say for example, you are good at painting, you are good at singing, you are good at dancing, but you are also good at maths or you are good at accounting, and those are like conflicting things. But you cannot be, it's like if you are being asked or required to choose like just one career out of all these, it's like you feel incomplete. So maybe you are the kind of person who feel like you always have to move from one job to another, like you will stay in one job or one career field and then you grow out of it and you want to explore other things. So it's like you probably have tried quite a few things in your life, trying a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and maybe your family expect you to at least settle down in one of these fields. And these are not limited to just career, but also in how you lead your life. So maybe you are the kind of person who are okay with having a place to settle, having a home base of sort, but you are also the kind of person who have to constantly move. You cannot just stay in one place or do one thing for too long. You cannot focus on one thing for too long. You always feel this need to challenge yourself or to act on any inspiration that you get from the universe. So it's like following the sound of the wind. So I read this novel titled Chocolate by Joanne Harris, and it was made into a movie with the French actress, I cannot spell her name so I won't try, and Johnny Depp. And it's basically about this woman who always moves from one place to another. So she leads a kind of a gypsy life because she is always listening to the wind where the wind calls her, or where basically she follows the voice of the spirit to make impact in wherever she goes. So say the spirit leads her to one place or one city that needs her talent, that needs her magic, that needs her help. And once she is her so-called duty in that place is complete, she will go to another place that needs her other talents. So you are not just multi-talented, but you also have different calling. Or you like have one calling, like your calling is to maybe awaken people, inspire people with your art, but you are never meant to do that in just one place for the rest of your life. You are meant to do that in maybe in your hometown, and then in another place that needs your help or needs your talent or your spiritual gift, and then you move on to another place to utilize your other talents to inspire or help the people in that community. So that's why you never feel like you can settle down. And in this era, if you, especially with the current economy, if you cannot stay in one stable job or settle down in one place and make a permanent home in that place, then you will be kind of in trouble. But the thing is that this is the blueprint of your soul. You are meant to inspire a lot of people in different places. It's almost like the apostle of Jesus Christ, like they move from one town to another and they inspire people in different ways, through not just through their speech, but maybe through their writings, through their teachings, through their own unique gifts. And you know that at least if you are if some of you have Christian background, you know that Jesus called apostle from different background, different way of life, and with different talents. Like one apostle is a doctor, another is a writer, another is a tax collector, and still another are fishermen. But they can use their different talents to inspire people, to help people to find their way to where they are supposed to go, maybe back to themselves, finding their true self, and finding their connection with the universe, or with God, or with spirit. So that is your soul's calling, and it's always like fluid. So your life is always fluid, and that's why you never feel like you belong to a certain place. And at the bottom of the deck, we have psychic abilities. So psychic abilities here doesn't always mean that you are like so-called modern witch, or a tarot reader, or a psychic reader, or a palm reader, or something like that. It's just that you are intuitive, you are in tune with spirit and the universe, and whatever you create, whether it's whether you are acting, whether you are dancing, whether you write music, whether you write stories, it's always inspired by the universe to awaken people to our current state of being, and to make them realize how they can improve their life and improve the life of people around them. Okay, so yeah, that's your soul's calling. And there is another card that flipped when I shuffle. Let me try to find it. Okay, this is weird. I thought I was sure that there was another card that flipped, so maybe I have flipped it over and it's this psychic ability card, or maybe I was just seeing things. But anyway, this is your main message as to why you never feel like you belong to one place. So I think maybe to feel at home, you just have to follow your guidance and try to, how to say this, so maybe when you are in your 20s, you have a mission, you have a calling, and then when you are 30s, you have a different calling. So just follow the roadmap, and I think that's how probably you should lead your life, to make your soul feel fulfilled, and to make you feel happy and fulfilled and feeling like you belong, because I think you don't belong to just one place. Okay, so I don't know what else to say, because basically that's the core message. So let me pull another card from a different deck to see any information that may be helpful for you. So I'm asking God, universe, the divine love and light, and the spirit guides of pile number 3. So what pile number 3 soul needs for them to feel at home? What pile number 3 soul needs to feel at home? So we have explored the why. So now how you can make yourself feel at home. So I'm just going to talk about this briefly. For the details on how you can make yourself feel at home, or where you are supposed to belong, it's going to be tackled by Elina. Okay, so make sure you check out her reading down below in the description box. So for pile number 3, is there any other messages on? We have Night Song, Hidden Talents. Another piece of message. There is a talent that you have not explored. So that's why if you feel like something is missing, maybe it's time for you to explore another talent that you have not used in this lifetime, that will make you feel like whole, that will make you feel fulfilled and happy. So we have a red cardinal here. So I don't know what red cardinal symbolize or what they sound like, because we don't have that bird here. But if you know something about red cardinal, maybe that's a message for you, or you can Google red cardinal to see if there is anything about the bird that speaks to you, that speaks to your soul. And this is funny. This is a broken branch, but I only notice it now that it's a broken branch, because before I always thought that this is a shadow of a witch, and this bird is like a giant bird, and this is like a person, a witch, and this is the witch hat. So that's funny. But yeah, let's see what the guidebook has to say about this. I feel like maybe there is a message for you there. And there is another card that flipped along with this, and it's a School of Stars, Infinite Possibilities. So yeah, this only support this hidden talent card. So there are a lot of pathways that you can go to, and the possibilities are infinite. It's almost like there is a version of you in every universe, and they are all meant to be. So no matter what path you take, as long as you follow the guidance of the spirit, you are going to be successful actually in whatever you do. And it's funny that you choose this sticker. So this is BTS Jin, and we know him as a musician, as a dancer, as a singer, because he is in this K-pop group of BTS. But I have been he's my bias, so I know a bit about him, and his real talent is actually in business, because he grew up in a family of business, and he is also like I noticed that he's a kind of a silent leader. So the BTS official leader is RM or Namjoon, who by the way wrote or rather released an album called Right Place Wrong Person, which is the inspiration for this pick a card reading. But I think Jin, as the oldest member, he seems to be like the person who is not always the front face of the group, but he has a kind of some influence on the direction of the group, or like he's the problem. I have a feeling that he's a problem solver in the group along with Namjoon. It's like both of them are the leader of the group, but Namjoon is the spokesperson, and he is more like in the background, uplifting the morals of the group and becoming the source of inspiration, or the person the other members look up to. So he has many. I think he's an all-rounder kind of person. So he has a spiritual gift and earthly talents, and they are quite diverse. So I think you are that kind of person as well. So whether you want to choose to become a businessman, or whether you want to become a rocker, or I don't know, an artist, you will be successful whatever you do, because you are multi-talented. I think you were created with this ability to do anything that you set your mind into. So even if it's not like your birth talent, sorry, I knocked the tripod. Even if it's not your birth talent, but if you put your heart and your mind and your soul into it, you can be an expert in it. So back to the hidden talents, I think okay, this is funny. It's not like you are it's not like you feel out of place everywhere. I think it's more like you can feel at home anywhere in different places. but you are never meant to stay for long in one field, one direction, one career, one environment. It's like you always need to move, to improve, to explore. You are like Dora the Explorer something. But anyway, the bottom of the deck is dawn, the light after the darkness, and we have an owl. An owl is a symbol of message from the divine and wisdom. So I think you have a hidden talent here that you haven't explored, that if you tap into it, it will make a huge difference in your life and in other people's life, because it's what you are. It's like your soul mission. It's like your soul mission for right now. So if now you feel lost, I think you feel like maybe you feel like, why I am not interested anymore in the things I used to love. And that's because you are supposed to move to another thing, which is this hidden talent. You are supposed to inspire or be a beacon for other people through this hidden talent. And I think that's why you feel restless right now. You feel like, why do I feel like I need to move somewhere else? And because, well, that's the reason that you need to move somewhere else. You need to move to a new phase in life, in which you explore other things that you can do that will improve your life and improve the life of the people around you. This is very interesting. So let's get the guidebook. So, night song, hidden talents, a ruby red bird singing in the darkness full of sound. Interesting, in the darkness full of sound. So you are supposed to overcome the other noises in the darkness that maybe make people go astray. You are supposed to be the beacon of light in the darkness. Like an unopened present, ribbon still bound. Wow, I got chills. A bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence. See, you are unusual. You are supposed to speak up when everybody else is silent. You are supposed to stick out like a sore thumb in one place where everyone does the same thing. You are supposed to carve your own path and inspire people while doing so. So bird singing at night is an unusual occurrence, and those birds who are known as singers of the darkness are almost always considered sacred or frightening. So maybe so maybe you are meant to be frightening, but in a good way, okay? From the operatic nightingale through to the hooting owl. We have an owl. And they are night birds. So yeah. Hearing a bird that you cannot see weaving its magic through the night sky has captivated humans for millennia. In the past, at Halloween time, a night that the veil between the worlds was said to be at its thinnest, these night birds were considered either omens or messenger of the gods. That's what you are meant to be, messenger of the gods. I remember when I talk about the chocolate novel and movie where this gypsy woman is supposed to be the messenger of the spirit wherever she goes. Like, I think you are meant to travel. I think travel, you will feel more fulfilled if your job or your career involves traveling, learning different cultures, learning different languages. So you are like the kind of the apostle of the modern times, because they travel from city to city, country to country, and they learn different languages to be the messenger of God or the gods. Okay, so depending on the culture, their voices were perceived as good luck and a positive validation or Alternatively, a warning about continuing on a certain pathway. Yeah, warning about continuing on a certain pathway. So in some cases, you are meant to inspire people with your talent so that they will awaken from their stasis. So what I mean by stasis is like these days people are sleeping on a lot of things, maybe global warming or something even more specific, but you are meant to awaken these people. You are meant to warn them that if people continue living this way, it will lead to something that is not positive. So you are meant to give them some warning with your arts, with whatever your talent is, especially this untapped talent. So maybe it's through music. So if you always feel called to music in different ways, then by any means explore that. Okay. In some mythology, the Nightbird was able to direct us towards discovering our talents and through purpose, a kind of guide in the darkness leading us to the dawn. Should this beautiful but shy bird sing to you by appearing during your divination, know that you must unwrap the present of yourself. Look, some of the gifts within you remain unopened. The time has come to step into your true potential and claim all possibilities for yourself. Infinite possibilities, all possibilities. So there is a lot of things that you are meant to do. And it's like you will never feel like you can rest until you live your life to the fullest. Okay? There is no more time to waste, no more excuses. So interesting. So if you feel called to explore a childhood dream that you have forgotten, or you have always made excuse not to do a certain thing that you love, but you don't want to kind of make a career out of it or share it with the world at least, you are being called to do that, because I think that's what makes you feel restless or makes you feel like you are not at peace, because you are meant to explore all the possibilities within you. Only then you will feel like I live a wonderful life, something like that. Wow, okay, so 30 minutes. Of course it will change after I edit this video, but let's go to the tarot. So God, universe, source, and spirit guides of Palm 3. Why can you get into more specific on why pile number 3 never feels at home, and maybe what they should do to feel at home, what they should do to explore these infinite possibilities? Any message? Thank you. Wow, 2 of coins, 9 of wands. Yeah, that is something you should explore as a side hustle, and that is something that makes you feel alive. That is something that makes you feel alive, that you should consider banking on, that you should consider investing in. So maybe you only do it as a hobby, but now it's time to share it with the world. And maybe it can be something that will bring you prosperity even. So anything else? What is the message, the main message for pile number 3 on what to do about this feeling of feeling out of place? What to do? Is there any other messages? What to do? Pile number 3. Pile number 3. That takes a while. So yeah, maybe these are the main messages, but usually I draw 5 cards, so maybe 3 more, spirit. How should they go about this? How should they go about this feeling of restlessness for pile number 3? How should they go about this feeling of restlessness? Ooh, no. So we have 2 cards there. So we are going to take that, and one more. You got 3 more, but I'm going to take just this one. Yeah, there is something that you eventually will profit from, and this is something that makes you feel alive. So this is I think this is Madam Mim. I forgot from what Disney movie is this, but she is a shapeshifter. So that is already a clue for you. You are a shapeshifter. You can be anything the world requires if you are into it, if you are passionate about it. So you are blessed with infinite talents and infinite strength and emotional and intellectual intelligence to do whatever you are passionate about and what makes you feel alive. You can be whatever you wish to be. You are a shapeshifter. So we have the Knight of Cups and the Tower. But yeah, with the Tower, this is like you have to start over, or you have to be willing. So this is from the movie Tangled, and Rapunzel, if she choose to stay in her comfort zone, which is this tower, and if she never left the tower, if she never had this bravery or courage to explore the outside world and what possibilities are there, she will never get her happy. She would never get her happy ending, because she was kidnapped when she was a baby, and this witch, this wicked witch, told her not to never leave the tower because the tower is the only safe place for her. But actually she wanted to manipulate her, to control her. So if Rapunzel had not had the courage to so I think she met Flynn, I forgot the guy's name who ended up with her, but yeah, if she hadn't taken the chance, that opportunity to come down from her tower and explore the world, she would never find out that she is a princess and that her stepmother is actually the wicked witch, and she would never gotten the happy ending, and she would never know the truth that she deserved to know. So this is probably a scary time for you. Maybe you feel so afraid to leave where you are now. Maybe you want to just stay, like maybe you are tired of looking, but actually there is this I think this is like your sort of your final mission, to explore other things that you can do and have a go with it. Even if it requires you to learn another language in your mid-age and even if you feel too old to start something new, it's like you have to act on it. With the Knight of Cups, this is Gaston. I think you have to kind of be more self-confident. Gaston is like too overconfident, but I think this is like in a good way. You have to have the confidence to pursue the things that you desire, and it's like it will create a seed. It will create a seed that will grow into a huge tree with a lot of fruits that people can enjoy. So that's a metaphor, but whatever this is, whatever your hidden talent is, this is like a judgment call for you to answer that, because it is going to be something huge. It is going to be something that you can brag brag about your life. It's like your most glorious moment. And again, it will, if you explore this hidden talent, it will grow into from something small into a blessing that will be enjoyed by many people. Okay, so wow, that's such a powerful message. So I'm going to close the reading, and you can check out Back to the Tarot's portion of this reading on how you can find your place on this earth. So we have talked about what makes you feel out of place, or maybe this is rather the case of you belong to different places. You are never meant to stay in one place. And in Elina's reading, hopefully you will learn how exactly can I do that. Okay, so I'm not going to go into further details, and besides, it's already like 37 minutes, so I'm just going to like pull some oracle cards as advice. Okay, for pile number 3, Spirit Guides, God, Source, Universe, advice on how they should go about this. So yeah, it's like there is no choice for you but to do the things that you fear most, because that's the tower, that's the barrier between what you consider as a hobby, as something fun, into a search for meaning, a search of something that maybe will become permanent. So maybe this hidden talent of yours is actually the talent that your most powerful talent, your biggest gift. Interesting. So how should they go about this, Spirit Guides, for pile number 3? That was very quick. Thank you. Change direction with ease, number 5. It's conflict, right? You are feeling conflicted as to whether you should be happy with what you have right now or challenge yourself further. And the universe is saying, challenge yourself further, answer the call, because otherwise you will feel like something huge is missing in your life. Because I think this is, even though you are multi-talented, I think this is this calling, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be one thing, it can be multiple things, but maybe they are related with one another. And if you tap into this, if you develop this, if you pursue this with all your heart, it can become something influential. It can become the achievement of your life. So change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape shifting. Did I say that Madam Mim is a shapeshifter? That's you. You are a shapeshifter. You are not meant to stay in like, I don't know, but with BTS Jin, I always feel like he won't stay in showbiz forever, because his true talent is in business, in marketing, and in leadership. He has a natural leadership quality, even though maybe he is not the front face of the band, but I think he is destined to achieve more than just music. So I think that's the same with you. I think it's not a coincidence that you choose this picture. So this is time for change, shape shifting, or your soul's evolution. It is a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Yeah, so maybe you have been thinking, I have achieved my dream. I have a career that I am in alignment with, but you feel like something is not right. And that's because you are meant to move to the next big thing. You are not meant to stay in just one career. You probably, this thing that maybe you have a hint about, but you never know that it is going to be something that you will end up wanting the most. So it's a surprise. It's a surprise talent. It's a surprise life path. Yeah, it's a surprise life path for you, and one that will make you feel ultimately fulfilled. one last card from the Divine Doors Oracle. Words of encouragement for pile number 3, Spirit Guides, God, Universe. One word of encouragement for pile number 3. For pile number 3. This one flip 180 degrees. Forgive and forget, a ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken, or see a new sunrise. So maybe you stay in where you are now, not because you want it, but because you feel guilty or because you feel obligated. So this is telling you the universe will open a door for you to leave this tower behind, to leave what is no longer in alignment with your desire behind, what is no longer with your spirit behind. Leave it behind without feeling guilt. So it's like, it reminds me of Simon in the Bible when Jesus called him and he left his family, his job to follow Jesus, something like that. This is like something bigger than yourself, something that is bigger than yourself. And if you don't answer the call, it's like you will always feel like you miss something huge in your life. You will always wonder why. Nomad, see, nomad, you are not meant to stay in one place. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. And this is also a message. So if you consider a career that involves extensive traveling, becoming a travel blogger, something like that, that you never considered, but actually maybe after you watch this reading, you kind of, that sounds like me, then you should act on it, okay? The Sacred Lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. You are the chosen one. Even though you feel like maybe I'm just this old, maybe I'm too old, maybe I am too old to travel, to learn new culture. No. This is just the beginning. So compassion in action, the chosen tool. You are the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So there is something in you that will become the inspiration for many people, that will awaken many people. I'm not saying you will become the next Martin Luther King, but you will impact people in your own way, okay? So that's for your pile number 3. Woo! So I'm glad I did your pile first, because I think pile number 3 deserve long reading, extensive reading sometimes. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I hope this reading resonates. If yes, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, check out my other links down below, and also don't forget to check Elina's from Back to the Tarot's portion of this reading on how you can act on this, how you can feel at home and feel comfortable with yourself. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.